Hello and welcome to, Hello and welcome to the Shaken Up Show playing away. Don't mind me, I am dying of a cold. This week's guest is the club secretary of our next opponents, Dave Keegan of Campion FC. He'll be joining us in a minute to tell us what to expect on our final game before Christmas and our trip up to the Players' Cars Stadium in Bradford. But before then, I've got to let you know that tickets are on sale for this game right up until Friday evening. It's a small capacity ground. I believe, according to Wikipedia, that their record attendance is 421. So it'd be fantastic if we could smash that. I think cut-off for Christmas merch has passed, but there are still some things in stock that you may be able to get your hands on before Christmas if you rush over to the website. I'll, again, put a link in the bottom. And tickets are on sale for our game on the 27th of December away at Steeton. I believe there is also a coach for this game that is filling up fast. So, yep, I'll put a link for that in the description as well. But, without further ado, David, welcome to the show. How are you doing?
Good evening. Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for taking the time to come on.
No problem.
For our viewers, can you introduce yourself? Tell us a bit more about your role at the club and how you got involved.
I'm Dave Keegan. I've been secretary at Campion since 2006, so 15 years. How I got involved with the club, long story. A mate of mine who's been Andy Shepherd, he's treasurer and emergency aid man. He's been done all sorts of jobs with the club. Got me drunk back in 2006 and said, we need a new secretary. I said I'd do it. And then the next morning he rang up and said, good morning, Mr. Secretary. I went, oh, what have I let myself in for here?
Fantastic.
And for my sins, I'm still here.
Fantastic. Great story. So for those that aren't aware, can you let us know where you're based and the stadium's name?
The stadium's name is the Players' Car Stadium. We're based at Manningham Mills Sports and Community Association Club in Bradford. For those that know Bradford, we're about a mile away or so from Valley Parade, which is my other club.
I was going to say, is that a Bradford shirt I can see under there?
It certainly is, yeah. We're fairly close to Lister's Mill, and that's where the name of the Manningham Mills Sports Association comes from. So again, if people know Bradford or have seen Bradford, it's the big chimney in Bradford that you can see from more or less anywhere. Excuse me.
So when the fans are travelling up there on Saturday, head to the chimney. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
The place is also known in the area as Manningham Mills Cricket Club.
Okay. Have the club got a nickname?
Yes, the Red and Blacks.
The Red and Blacks. You see, ready-made answer there. Sometimes they ask that question, and some clubs don't have one. And then sometimes they've got about six. And you have to boil down to which is the Red and Blacks. Fantastic. Yeah. And you've got quite a history, I believe, formed in 1963. Is that right?
That's correct. Yes.
So you've been going a while. So are there any interesting facts in that quite a long period about Campion? Any notable players or games or?
We have previously won the West Riding County Challenge Cup, which is the competition below the senior team. So the likes of Bradford Park Avenue, Bradford City, Leeds used to take part in the senior competition. And this was the Challenge Cup was for the clubs that didn't play at step 6 and below. So basically step 7 teams.
Okay.
Famous players, we've had a couple of ex-Bradford City players playing for us. Perhaps most famously, Des Hamilton, who scored the first goal ever by a Bradford City player at Wembley in the 1996 playoff final. And we've had a few players that have gone on to better clubs, higher clubs, but no one's sort of come through and gone on to a professional club.
Excellent. Okay. Now, we've had, this. I say the same thing in every video. I promise fans, I'll knock it off for next year. We've had a crap couple of years. COVID, season's called off.
Yeah.
Prior to this season, what was going on with Campion? Where were you? What was going on? 'Cause you guys have moved league, haven't you? So
yeah. So the last full season that we played, the 2018-19 season, there was one promotion spot from the North East Counties Division 2. We ended up runners up. We lost our last game of the season to the eventual champions. If we'd have drawn, we'd have gone up as champions. The following 2 seasons, we were well placed, but obviously COVID hit. To be fair, I think if they'd done the first season on the promised 4 promotion spots on the points per game, we'd have gone up. But that was obviously null and void and expunged. The following season, we were second in the table when it finished. But conveniently, the FA then included the expunged results for the promotion for the beginning of this season. So
sounds very familiar.
Yeah. We won't go into that too much. That
sounds very familiar. Results that didn't exist being included in. Yeah, let's not get into that. Well deserved to all the clubs that got promoted last season. Well done.
Oh, yeah. Not knocking them. Not knocking them at all.
Nope, definitely not. So we've gone on. We've done COVID. How are you getting on this season?
We've been a bit hit and miss, I'll be honest with you. We got hit at the beginning of the season. We lost about 10 players fortnight before the start. Whether it was a conceived travelling over the hill to the dark side of the Pennines, as I call it, had an influence on that, we don't really know. I think they're just, people wanting to stick with what they knew, where they were travelling to. And so obviously we've had to rebuild. Took a bit of time. Took us some time to get us up and running, but we've been quite consistent just lately. A couple of disappointing defeats the last couple of weeks, but yeah.
Good stuff.
Not exactly happy with how things are going, but better than what it was at the beginning of the season.
Building on it.
Yeah.
So what can the Bury fans expect from a trip over to the Players' Car Stadium at the weekend?
We're always very hospitable. We give everyone a warm welcome. We have a bar here. We always have at least one rail ale on, for those that like the rail ale, myself included. Hopefully an enjoyable day out. Anything else you'd like to know?
Well, for those that might come up a little bit earlier, taking a bit of the local culture, are there any pubs you would steer them towards? Or
mainly, there's no local pubs near the ground, I'll be honest. Most of them are in the city centre.
Yeah.
There used to be quite a few in the local area, but due to the demographics of the area.
And what time does the ground, the bar at the ground open?
The gates will be open at 1:45. For those that have got tickets, we'll have a separate entrance so we can scan you in. And there'll also be a cash on the day gate as well.
Fantastic. Now,
we would prefer if
pay in
people
advance.
To pay in advance.
And we're going to put the link in the description below the video for the tickets. Up until Friday evening, they're on sale, aren't they?
5 o'clock on Friday evening, yeah.
5 o'clock on Friday. This will be going out in about an hour, so it's got all day Thursday. Talking about travelling fans, your Wikipedia page tells me that the record attendance at the Players' Car Stadium is 421.
Yeah.
Against Retford in, I haven't got a year. 2019.
That's right, yeah.
And you won 6-0.
Yes.
So I'm hoping we can bring more than that. And
I would hope so as well. That'd be
have a good
great
day of it.
Boost for our club's coffers.
Well, we appear to be spending quite a lot of time over the white side of the Pennines over the Christmas period, because we've got yourselves on the 18th, and then we're back over at Steeton on the 27th. So
yes, yeah,
we're spending a lot of time in Yorkshire. I might not come back. I might just spend Christmas in Yorkshire.
Very welcome, Phil.
So we've played before. The 15th of August, he came to the Newton. It was 2-1.
That's right.
It was a good game. Obviously, we are now on the back end of the season. Teams have had times to settle. What kind of game are you expecting?
Well, from what I've seen from yourselves on YouTube and whatever, you like to knock it about a bit. You like to get it wide. So the young lad out on the left, I can't remember his name.
Lewis Gilboy.
He's on the right, isn't he?
Abs.
That's the one. Abs, yeah.
Yeah,
Both
they swap.
Dangerous.
They like to swap.
Yeah.
And
there's a friend of mine who's a very good friend of Chippy.
Well, half of our squad lives pretty much at your ground, don't they?
Yeah, there's quite a few in Bradford, so I can understand. Yeah,
it's a home game for that lot, isn't it? Chippy, Greavesy, the gaffer.
Yep, he knows, he's been in a couple of times. Yep.
Yeah, no, we're very much looking forward to it. Any standout players that our fans should look out for that are...
Our two guys in form at the moment are Danny Keegan and Mark Ferguson, both top goal scorers with 14 apiece. So there'll be two ones to watch out for.
Did Danny Keane score at the Newman?
No, it was Aidan Kirby with a penalty.
Aidan Kirby, it was, wasn't it? Yeah, no, it was a penalty. Yeah.
Unfortunately, Mr. Kirby suspended for the game.
Right. I think we've got a couple of suspensions as well. I don't know the rule. You'll know the rules better than me on whether they carry on over from cup competitions or not.
I think if it's the bookings only count for the cup competitions, but a red card, if I remember rightly, starts 7 days after the red card.
I think a certain one of our midfielders wanted Christmas off. I'm only joking, Chris. I'm only joking. If you're watching, I'm only joking. No, that's brilliant. We're really looking forward to Saturday. That's all my questions, really.
Right.
So for the fans, the gates open at 1:45.
1:45.
There is relay on.
Yes.
Get down, spend your money in the ground. Yep. Look for the big chimney, and you can't go wrong.
Yep. And if you look on our look on the club website, we also, for people that not in the postcode, but there is the what 3 words.
Yeah.
That's on our directions as well.
Very modern of you, that, Dave. I don't know if many Bury fans will know what 3 words is. I might have to explain that. Excellent. No, I'll put the link to the website below as well. But no, Dave, thank you very much for coming on. I'll let you go. Welcome. And cheers. I would like to pass on a huge thank you to David for coming on the show and telling us what to expect this weekend as we travel over the border into Yorkshire. Don't forget the links in the description for the tickets for the Campion game and for the Steeton game. No Boxing Day football. The game is on the 27th of December. And then after that, the game against Daisy Hill on the 3rd. This is the last show before Christmas. So Merry Christmas. Have a good one. I'm sure I'll see you at the Campion game. And if not, have a great time. Stay safe, drink lots, eat lots, and I'll see you soon.